I'm ashamed of myself. I'm terribly ashamed. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I promise. It's been 2 years since I've been on YouTube, and I have made excuses. This is the third time that I'm making excuses. I'm so sorry. I'm not a flake. I'm actually a very consistent person, and when I make a promise, I always keep it. I'm in a particular place in my life that I need to fight for. I need to fight my way through it, and that's what I'm trying to do. And it started 2 months ago, and I'm going to tell you all about that in a minute. But first of all, I'm just going to introduce myself. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Renee, as you already know. And if this is your first time being here, seeing this gorgeous face, thank you so much for being here. I don't know if you know much about me, but I am the famous Renee the leader, you know? And I'm 38 years old. I turned 38 2 weeks ago. I make women's clothes, I sell men's fabrics, I have a brand on social media. You know, I love dancing, I love showing off my body, my beauty. I also run a charity called Visitor Hospital Today. We visit hospitals every month to help underprivileged people pay their medical bills. I love life and I live life to the fullest. I am not the norm. I think you know that, and that's why you're here. So thank you for loving me the way you do. Thank you for accepting me, because I'm just me. And I love being here. Like I said, I promise I am going to be consistent. How do I prove it to you? Let me know in the comment section. How do I prove it to you that I can be consistent? Because I am ashamed of myself. Let's jump right into it. Before I do that, look at my background. Can you see that? Can you see that? I'm loving it. So I got a new lens, and it gives me the bokeh effect where the back of behind you is blurred and you look sharper. So I'm hoping that it's really working. So comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think of this. I also changed my lights. I got more lights. I got this microphone, which I'm going to be using for my podcast. I got a lapel microphone as well, which I would be using for my YouTube channel. This one I'm also using because I want to see how I sound. And what else have I done? That's it. I changed my background as well. So let me know what you think of my new setup, if you think that is anything else that I need to do, because you gave me your feedback, and that's what I'm working on. And I am so happy that you took your time to do that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. What has been going on with Renee? This video is basically a life update about what's been happening with me. The last 2 months has been horrifying for me, and I welcome it. I'm happy that it came. I'm happy that it's happening. The reason being that this happens to me every couple of years. The last time it happened to me, I literally went through a divorce. I made a decision that I thought was best for me, and till today, I don't regret it. Don't get me wrong, that person is not evil, but sometimes even when people are amazing together, sometimes your life just doesn't tally, it just doesn't go together, and one person or both parties have to make the very hard decision. And every time that it happens, I welcome it. The first time that it happened, I think I was about 25 years old, and I was so scared. I was like, oh my God, what are all these thoughts? Why am I this? Why am I that? But now I'm used to it, and I love it, because every time that this happens to me, I come out a better person, more confident, a happier person, and someone who knows exactly what they want. So I'm there. I think I'm 97% there. The remaining 3% I'm working on. I think that's going to happen in the next couple of weeks, but so far so good. I'm happy. Why did this happen to me? It happened because during Ramadan, you know, I couldn't do any of my regular routines. I was very idle. The only thing that I was doing was cooking for people, you know, during Ramadan, you know, because we feed people during Ramadan. So I was very idle. I literally wasn't doing anything. So it just got me thinking about my life. And I suddenly realized that I was a mother. Yes, I know that we've spoken about it before. I've told you that I adopted my niece, but I never realized how much of my routine was tailored around her as my child. And that got me really, really angry. I was extremely angry with myself. I was angry at her. I was angry at life. I had made the decision up until now to not have a child. I knew that I wasn't ready for it. I knew that there were certain things that I wanted to do before I had a child. And I planned that, I would do it with a partner. And if it got to a point where I felt like I wasn't finding what I wanted in a partner, I knew what my choices were and I was ready for them. I'd already made provisions for them. So me waking up and then realizing that, oh my God, I'm a mother. So I'm the kind of person who lives a very free life. I could pick up my bags and travel anytime I want. I can go to the States, I can go to Europe, I can go to Cotonou, I can go to Ibadan, I can just pick up my bags and go, because life can be crazy, and if you don't find ways to make yourself happy, you're going to run mad. I have a system of doing things. So I realized that for the past 18 months, I hadn't been doing anything for myself. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what was wrong with me. But I knew something was wrong, but I just couldn't pinpoint it. So imagine during Ramadan when everything was quiet and I had the time to think. I had so much time on my hands that I could think. And then I finally realized it and I was like, oh, it's because you've become a mother. And it's not just because I've become a mother. It's because it happened to me suddenly. I didn't have enough time to get used to it. And I had to literally change everything about myself, my routine and things that I love doing, because I can't have people coming over here, even friends. I can't just have any kind of friend coming over here. She's a child. I can't just go out and come back the next day. I can't just pick up my bags and travel. I can't have I can't do a lot of things because of her. So it got me thinking about my life and all the decisions that I made up until now, and how I made that decision because I knew exactly what I wanted, and how I knew for the past few years that I was in control of my own life and my destiny. So it made me feel like I wasn't no longer in control of my life, because someone had made the decision for me that I had to be a mother. I want to be a mother. Like I said, I want to be a mother. I love children, but I wasn't ready for it. I hadn't planned for it. So I was extremely angry that it had happened. So me looking back at the last couple of years and thinking about all the times when I almost settled because I really just wanted, what life wanted for me. And I just started laughing. But anyway, I'm going to get into that in a minute. So like I said, I started getting angry about, just having life or people make that decision for me, because I made the decision years ago that nobody was going to make any decisions for me. Of course, in a relationship, we're going to compromise from time to time, but I knew that I had to be the one, the driver of my life, and that's what's been happening for the past few years. Now realizing that someone actually forced that on me, it got me really angry. But what choice do I have? I love her to bits, and she's such an amazing child. Yes, children are annoying, oh my God, but she's an amazing child and she hasn't done anything to me. It's not her fault, it's her parents' fault. That's another topic entirely that I'm never going to talk about because it's not my story to tell. Yes, so the past few months was me just evaluating myself and trying to get myself back to that woman that I used to be, that woman that I built, that came out of pain, anguish, the woman that had to bring herself out and rebuild herself and literally reborn to be this woman that you see before you now. Now I am actually telling myself that just because I'm a mother doesn't mean that I have to stop my life. Yes, I have to be responsible in certain ways, but then this is a different stage in my life, and now I have to find other ways that also could cater to me having a child in my life. in every single stage of your life, you have to find different ways to make yourself happy. What you was doing 5 years ago might not work anymore because the circumstances of your life has changed. So that's what's happening now. I realize it that I don't have to blame anybody for where I am or what's happening. I can literally just pick up the pieces and say that, you know what I used to enjoy back in the days, I can no longer enjoy now because I have a child. So what do I do now? I have to find other ways that could also make me happy, but also help me be the best mother that I can be. So that's one of the life updates, me being angry at the fact that I was forced to be a mother. The second one I would say is me just finally just getting myself together and stop pitying myself and stop feeling sorry for myself. So when people see me on the outside, they see this very happy, flamboyant person, crazy woman, but I am also someone who wants to achieve a lot. I am an overachiever. So my business was something that I literally just started. I just started it. I learned that when you want to do something, you just have to get up and get it done. Don't wait for it to be perfect. When it comes to my business, I literally just told myself that, no, I'm not going to wait till it's perfect. I'm just going to get it done. But the mistake that I made was I was trying to please everybody. So one day, again, during Ramadan, I was like, no, Renee, you can't please everybody. You have to pick a target, pick your audience, and cater to them. That is the only way to be successful. I realized that when I first started, my goal was for me to, produce extremely affordable clothes. I was angry at the fact that people were selling clothes for 25,000, 30,000, 50,000, and they looked so simple to me. It really upset me. And I really wanted to produce extremely affordable clothes. I started with 6,000 Naira dresses. And then I realized that it wasn't sustainable, especially in Nigeria. For what I was providing, for what I was giving out to my customer, it just did not make sense. It meant that I was losing every single day. And what's the point of business if you're losing money? So I changed my approach. I increased my prices a little bit, and I started producing a different line, different types of outfits. And even then, things kept getting more expensive. I was using diesel every single day. And I'm selling 8,000 Naira dresses. And I have staff, I have 4 tailors who are on commission. I also have other materials that go into making the outfit. Overhead was ridiculous, and I was just at a loss. And I couldn't understand it. And I did my calculations, and I said, no, this is actually not what I want. What I want is to make clothes that I would wear. I wear good quality clothes, and expensive to me might be affordable to someone else, and affordable to you might be expensive to me. But I make that decision that, listen, the clothes that I'm going to make, they might be expensive to certain people, but they're going to show people the kind of clothes that I love to wear, that I also want to see on them. What you sell has to reflect who you are. And I started realizing that everything that I was selling reflected nothing about me. They were the complete opposite of me. I would wear them and I didn't feel like myself. I just wore them because I was a model for my business. So I made that decision. It was extremely hard, and I was scared and terrified. So I had to go back to the drawing board. I also realized that a lot of the content that I put out, which is like videos and pictures, were just not crisp enough for what I wanted to produce. I haven't even put out this season's collection, but I'm excited for what could come. I am extremely terrified. I am so scared that people are not going to want it, but that is the risk that I'm willing to take. The people that I expect to be my customer are not always going to be my customer. Your customers are always going to be there. That you just need to find them. You need to reach out to them. You need to keep pushing and just keep going, and it's going to happen. So I'm going to go back to the first one, which is my child, right? She got me thinking about my life, and I'm so grateful for every single decision that I made before now. Do you know why women settle? Because they are told that society is going to shame you. Do you know that 10 years ago, if anyone had told me that I was going to have a child living with me, I would say, God forbid, eh? What if men think that she's my child? What if nobody wants to date me? What if? But now it's just like, I would introduce her to anybody. If they think that she's my child, so what? So what if I have a child? It's just so crazy how society just makes you feel like there's certain things that you shouldn't do, things that aren't even your fault. Imagine being a single mother, something that had happened before you came, and you're already judging me that, oh, this woman does not deserve my love. She's not going to be a good, I don't want a single mother because this, before you even give her the opportunity, before you even learn about her personality and values, you don't want to know any of that. It's unfortunate that women settle. It's unfortunate that we do it. We do it so much more than men. It's disgusting. We end up with people that we genuinely do not want. But guess what? It's not fair on you or the other party. You can actually be bold enough to tell someone that you do not want them. It gives that person the opportunity to go out and find someone who genuinely wants them as well. Also, it gives you the opportunity to spread your wings, do what you truly want. If you want to find someone else, someone who excites you more or someone who excites you less, you can do that. If you want to travel, you can do that. If you want to meet more people, you can do that. Why do we settle? And I sat back and I realized a lot of the reasons why I settled and why a lot of women settle is because of fear, because we're familiar with that person, because we don't want people to judge us, because we're under pressure, we're scared. Fear is never going to take you anywhere. What you do, how you do it, when you get up and get it done is what's going to get you to where you need to go to. If you're scared of something today, in the next 2 years, that thing's still going to be there. I'm now telling myself that if I had settled those years ago, would I be where I am? I don't know that. But what I do know is that today, the woman that you see before you, I am extremely happy. Yes, I could have a better life. But where I am today, I'm extremely happy. And that might not look like something amazing to you because you're probably projecting on me and thinking that, oh, this woman at her age, I'm pretty sure this is she wants this, she wants that. You do not know what I want. What my idea of happiness is completely different from your idea of happiness. A lot of the times when people settle, it's because they have no self-worth, they have no confidence in themselves, and they don't think that they deserve good things. At this stage of my life, I believe that I deserve the best, and I'm 38 years old. So who are you as a 24, 25, or 27-year-old to tell yourself that, oh, I really want this, but I don't think that this is good for me, or I don't think that he's gonna want me as well? What's the worst that could happen if you just try? Rejection has never killed anybody, but you then deciding to lower your standards for someone is worse. I have lowered my standards before and I regretted it even while I was in it, because people do not appreciate it when you lower your standards. They're going to think that, oh, what's the big deal? I deserve it anyway, so what did you do? What did you do that someone else hasn't done? You lowered your standards for me, so they're going to trample all over it and make you feel worse than before. At the end of the day, settling is knowing that something is not good for you, but you're still there anyway. You know with all your heart that something is not good for you, but you're still there. It just doesn't make sense. I know that right now, in your mind, you're thinking that, oh, this is the best decision for me. I would rather just stay here than go out there. The dating pool is terrible. Yes, we know the dating pool is terrible. But Spread your wings and stop trying so hard to put yourself in one box. When I came to that sudden realization of, shit, I'm a mother, yes, I was upset at first, but then I got to that point where I thought, at least my life is mine and I'm making these decisions for me, not that someone is forcing these decisions on me. Nobody is telling me that, you know, this is a must. This is a decision that I made because I knew that it was the right thing to do. Sometimes we just have to grow up. Sometimes we just have to put fear aside and just get things done. When we settle, we don't realize that we're actually limiting ourselves. We're giving up on ourselves. We're telling ourselves that we are not important and that our goals are not worth fighting for. So though I am pissed off that I'm a mother, I'm still very grateful for the fact that I can make decisions that are best for me. I'm grateful for the fact that my life is mine, my destiny is mine, my future is in my hands and in Almighty Allah's hands. And I wish that for everybody. So I guess life, in a way, just boils down to, you know, how do I actually do everything in my power to make myself happy and to stay happy. So it's not just about blaming everyone and blaming everything around you, like me blaming her for coming to ruin my life. Oh my God, now my life is so boring and I'm just here and I'm this. The unfortunate thing is, when life happens, you pick up the pieces, you think of new ways to get shit done, and you get it done. Life is never gonna stay the same. It's going to keep changing. That's just how it is. And at every time when something new comes, you have to be ready for the new challenge. It might happen every 5 years, sometimes every 10 years, sometimes every year, sometimes every 2 years, every 3 years, but you have to be ready. This one really got me because I did not want to be a mother yet. I didn't. I've been having this argument with my mom for years. Mom, please just leave me alone. When I'm ready, I'll do it. And then boom, a grown child. It was just like, God, Kilo day, what did I do to you? Is this a sign? It's like God was just trying to tell me that, oh, more, you this girl, you want to continue enjoying life. Oh yeah, bah. But it's not even just about enjoying life. It's just, you know, the freedom to just do what you want. Happiness is something that I take very, very seriously. And I like to be fluid and, you know, to just be spontaneous with things. But when you have a child, you can't do that. So please, respect single mothers, respect single fathers, because it's not easy. It is terrifying. It is scary. It takes so much from you, but love is what's constant. Love is what keeps pushing you and helping you to keep making the best decision for you and for them. Yeah, that's what's been happening to me. It's just me just trying to navigate my life and trying to get used to this new chapter of my life. I know that it's only going to get better from here because I am actually an amazing person. But the point is, I'm always ready for a new challenge, but I just wanted to share with you guys. Like I said, I'm at 97%. Before the end of the week, I probably will be at 100% because man's not joking. You get me? Like I said, I'm going to be more consistent here. I'm going to make sure that I keep, you know, dropping the videos because man's got so much to say. You get me? But yeah, let me know what you think of the audio, the video quality, and the lighting. You know, if there's anything that you think that I need to improve on, I would really love to hear it because this is something that I really want to do full time. I love doing it and I feel like I can be really great at it. So please help me and let me know. But yeah, that's that for today, guys. As usual, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do that now. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.